Shalom IT lovers of my classes, IT lovers of my e-learning. Welcome to another training on MySQL Workbench. This is part 5. So far we have all our tables filled with data, and we could already create a view, a default constraint, we could concatenate, create a stored procedure, a subquery. We could create our first function, which was a little challenging. Now let's go back to our own database created for a union and a trigger. Here we are. This is part 5. So all I have to do is to scroll down so you can also take a look at what we have performed together so far. And here we are. I had to fill the tables are completed now, the last tables, and update our table invest. So here we can see that we have our table called GNU collection, which is beautifully filled. The customer one is filled. The invest one is also filled completely. The orders one also. I have a couple of rows. So that's enough. And here we are here on the administration. This is, all the things you can do here on MySQL. You have also dashboard possibility, server status, client connections. But we are here under schemas. And here by the SQL additions that, last time I did show you that you can also have, context help where you can see all the patterns of whatever you want to create. And you have also the snippets area. You can create snippets, as you can see here. And here is our database created together. We have to set it as default schema, always the same things. Okay, now we can start our day. I'm going to comment here for those who don't know. We never know who is watching and learning with me. What is let's create a union. It's good to make comments. What is a union? It's the selection of specific columns from two different tables, and they will be displayed, on one window. Both tables must have, of course, same column numbers and same data type. They must be related. This is what we are going to create right now, and this is what is called a union. So our two related tables, I hope you remember so far, we have the table customers and the table orders, which are related. So we are going to work on that. I'm going to complete the definition in the comment afterward. Let me first do it like this, and so we can start our union. It goes like that. This one is easy. You select your table, your tables column, the one you want. Customer, an easy one. I'm not going to make it complicated. Customer ID, then customer first name. And customer, let's get the email, for instance, all from the table called customers. And then we want to union it with, then you have to put the keyword, union, and this is what it's all about. And select from order, we want the order. Let's get here the order ID and the order purchase. Purchase. And let's get the order. I remember that we have yes, a column called order purchase date. Let's get this one, order purchase date, like this. I have to make sure I have no typo. This is so important here. And then we want it from orders, all in lowercase, and the semicolon. This is how you create a union. Hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, once we are here, all we have to do is to, let me see if I have no typo. Now we can execute, and we have our union created. As you can see, it's read only because it's just a union and it's not gonna last. It's temporary. When you know, after you have worked on it as you wish, you can remove it, and the read only is going to be gone. Okay, this is our union created. We have the customer table data here, and the orders down here. These are the orders here. Let me make it bigger. So this is how you create a union. You see, so here you have the customer ID, the first names, and the email, and then down here you have the orders part. So we have the order IDs, and what did we choose? The order purchase, now you know the amount, and the order purchase date. This is how they do it. I don't think it looks really pretty, this union, but it's good to know. It's a good to know one. Okay, so voila, our union. Of course, you see here you can always type, if you don't remember, you click twice, and you have also all the properties of your tables down here. I hope you remember that by information. Okay, we good so far. We can start with our trigger. So first we're going to comment here, create a trigger. Okay, let me give you first the official definition. What is a trigger? Well, a trigger allows you to specify SQL action that should be executed automatically when a specific event occurs in the database. We will set a trigger to automatically update a record in one table whenever a record is inserted into another table. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to add the whole comment afterward. Let's just start. First of all, let's select the table we want to work with. Select all from customers. I'm going to take this one because they are related, you know, and they are simple. And these ones, let's get this one too. I just want to take a look at them real quick, like, okay. And now we can start the trigger. So create trigger. We're going to call it before insert orders. So before insert on orders. For each row, we want to set new dot order. We're going to choose this one, the purchase date. This column now. Make sure I don't make no typo. Okay, the order purchase date equal, let's indicate if null, or if null in English, null in German. If null, new order purchase date again is going to be now. Okay, it's going to be now, and then here a semicolon. So this is how the trigger does look like. Create trigger before insert orders, before insert on orders for each row, set new order purchase date equal if null, new order purchase date will be now. Okay, now let's see the trigger, this trigger. We want to see the trigger command. Let me get the comment here. What are we going to do? See the trigger with this command like this. So show triggers. This is the command simply. Okay, we're gonna see that if it's working, and this is our trigger here. Well, I just realized that I did not execute the trigger. That's why we didn't see it on the create trigger. Now it's executed, and now show triggers, we can execute again one more time, and now we can see the trigger. Yes, of course I didn't execute it, and now it's done. So we have the create trigger here and the show triggers, both works. And now we want to test it, so we had to take a look at the table orders right here, and see that we have all our ID numbers here from 111 until 118. Okay, now we want to test it just by inserting new data in the table orders in this one. But we are not going to insert anything in the column called order purchase date, of course, because we want to test the trigger. And we are not going to put anything also in the customer ID because it's foreign, yeah. So that's why I wanted to show you the table orders before the testing of the trigger and then after. Okay, now let's test it. We want to insert into orders. Here, order ID. We want to get the order purchase. We want to get we want to get everything. Order CC. We want to get the order PMT method, and of course make sure we don't make no typo here, and we close it, and we want to add some values. We close here values. Let's start with 199 for instance, because as a ID number here we're going to get a 290 for instance, if I don't know, like this. Here we want to get it, let's put in Swiss francs here, and let's get here just let's say Visa card, and we can close. Now that's enough, we close. I think it's okay. Okay, let's insert this one too. Let's execute this one and see. I have no, okay, no typo apparently. Okay, it's good. Okay, now let's go and take a look at the table orders now after testing the trigger to see if the trigger works. Control C, just like that, and we execute, and now we can see here we have 199. We didn't put the ID, we put the order purchase, the order CC, and the Visa card, and the order purchase date got updated automatically with now. So now is the 11th of December 2024. We didn't put that one in by inserting, I hope you remember, but it did automatically got updated. This is a trigger. So the trigger works. Now let's go back to this inspector and see that our trigger is here. This is our trigger before insert orders. So it works perfect. And of course, you can always go back to this show triggers command to see also here that your trigger is created. Okay, so far we have our views here. I hope you remember the customer attendance. And then we have our stored procedure. We have stored procedures. We have two. And we have our functions. And here you're going to ask me, oh, okay, where is the trigger? Well, you can see it here by table customer. We already have indexes, foreign keys. Let me show. And we have our triggers here. Oh, it's going to be shown by table orders, not by table customers. So I'm going to close this one. It's going to be shown here. And here we have our trigger before insert orders. Okay, because the two tables are related. So if you don't find it by customers, you go by orders and you're going to see you trigger somewhere. Don't worry. And of course also by the inspector and also by this command called show triggers. I wanted to say I'm going to add the whole comment, okay, as the official definition of what a trigger is and as the example that we did together. Okay, so of course now you're wondering, what if I don't want the trigger no more? There is a command also for that one. First of all, let me make sure. I still want to see what we have done. Okay, here there is a command called, let me first do the command, delete the trigger, just in case you don't want it no more. This is a command, drop, you drop it, trigger, and then the name of your trigger before insert orders. But I'm not going to do it because I want to keep it, so excuse me. But you can definitely execute it at home if you are working with me right now. You can delete it if you don't want it, but I'm going to keep it. All right, so that's enough for today. I hope you like this class, the creation of a union and a trigger. Of course, now we don't forget, we never forget to save our work. It's DB tuto now number 5. So this is where we are. So far, we have performed a lot. Now I'm just gonna save it fresh for next time. I'm gonna call it 5, number 5, and tac. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the class of today, and the rest is coming next, if God's willing. All right, thank you for watching. Bye bye.